Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about the brows. I'm going to show you how I groom them and how I fill them in on a day-to-day basis. I keep it really simple, but because my brows and the hair around just grows in so quickly, I have to definitely tweeze my brows at least a few times a week, which is the first thing I'm going to do. I'm just using my trusty Tweezerman Tweezer. I've been using their tweezers for ages now. And you know what's crazy? It's something that I keep forgetting to do myself, is that you can get your tweezers sharpened. At least with Tweezerman, they have free sharpening. Like you can send it in and have it sharpened and it'll come back to you. Pretty crazy. I don't know why I haven't gotten mine sharpened yet, because I really do need to since I use it so frequently. And it's just like cutlery, like knives. Like when you do sharpen them, it actually makes a huge difference. But anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and start by tweezing them. Let's get a quick before shot. So this is how my brows look before. I tried to let them grow out and get a little bit unruly so that you can see the difference that it makes. So first I just start by tweezing all the hair around here. If you have a hair growing in this direction, you do want to hold the tweezer in that general line and then pull, and it should come straight out. So just take the time to tweeze all the hair around. Sometimes I'll have hair up above that I'll want to tweeze as well. And if you guys watched my brow grooming video from ages ago, I do sometimes still like to use this little tool. Actually, frequently use this tool to just shave the hair around my face, but that's another discussion altogether. You can find these anywhere. I usually find them at like a beauty supply shop, but you can get them on Amazon. I'll link some down below. You can just take it and just quickly shave off the hair around this area just to get it really nice and clean. It's just a quicker way to go about it. So I was on this like thick straight brow kick for a long time, but now I'm kind of back into having a little bit of an arch. I do think it just kind of frames my face a little bit better now, especially, you know, as time has gone on. I feel like my face has widened a little bit, so having a bit of that arch kind of elongates the face. If you like that really like cute, youthful look, then a straighter full brow might be your thing. You might prefer having a thinner brow, but for me, I definitely like medium thickness and a slight bit of an arch. I think just kind of like an easy guideline is if you go with the tip of your nose here. This is about where your brow should start. So I'll tend to kind of fill my brow in a little bit more inwards. Here, this is where the brow should generally start. You have it go through the eye. Once again, we're at the tip of the nose, right straight through the eye. That's about where the arch should be, right here. And then right at the edge of the eye, that's where the brow should end. And if your face is unproportional like mine, one of your brows might be longer than the other. For mine, my face, this brow is definitely longer than this brow. And I've just grown to accept that because, see, it just works out. So the brow, it ends here, it's longer, but it works out with the way that my whole face and eyes and everything are aligned. I'm just going to take a spoolie. I always love using one of these duo like angled brow fillers or brow brushes and a spoolie on the other end. I'm just going to brush through my brows, just get an idea of where I want to trim it. I'm just going to brush it upwards like this. Take my little Revlon mini pair of scissors and just do a trim, just like that. You don't have to trim it too short starting off. You can kind of just feel it out and continue trimming it until you like the way it looks. Sometimes I really go in and just get certain hairs through. Alright, so that's just to give you an idea of what I do to groom my brows. Now in terms of shape, I generally like it when it looks like it's a fluid line going all the way across. For me, you'll notice like I have a little bit of a further gap right here, so I tend to fill that in a little bit so that everything looks a little bit more fluid. The brow shade that I've been obsessed with lately is from the Maybelline the Nudes palette. It's just this shade right here. It is a deeper cool tone brown. It's just perfect. It's a perfect shade for me. I love it. If you want to go for a softer brow look, I definitely suggest using a powder. Otherwise, you could use a pencil. You could use some kind of like gel. Another one that I like to use for when I'm on the go is my Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Taupe, because this shade, it almost like creates like a shadow and it's not too dark. It also has a little mini spoolie, which I love, and then the pencil itself is tiny, so when I want to create like tiny strokes to mimic the hair, I can do it with this. This is just one of those great go-to products, but for most days I do use an eyeshadow or some kind of powder. Sometimes if I really want to soften the look, I'll mix this shade with the shade right next to it. They're both matte shades, of course. I usually like to start in that area that has kind of that gap that I want to fill in. So I'm just gonna go right here because I want that area the most darkest. And then I'm gonna start going downwards. And you're just kind of faking the straightness of your brow. So if you have some gaps here and there, don't worry too much about that. And then I always have a gap right here too, so I want to fill that gap in as well. Just like that, and then I kind of further start to sweep into my brow, any little, just to fill it in some. And then whatever I have on my brush left, I'll just go in and I'll just start like shading it in like this. But basically anywhere that's pretty sparse, you can always pick up more product and fill that in. And I'm just gonna start kind of fading it more inwards too, because I do want to sort of create a little bit of a shadow here, just to extend my brow further. So that's basically how I fill my brow. This brow is actually like the wackier one. And once again, it's okay if your brows don't look identical. I mean, I can't stress that enough. If your face is just unique, like your brows are probably gonna be differently shaped as well. And that's okay. Already feeling a lot more like myself. And then you can use some kind of brow gel or wax. I'm just gonna use my Benefit Gimme Brow. I mostly use it as a brow gel or wax. I don't usually prefer to use the clear ones because it just gets all gucky and gross looking. So that's why I like this one. And it's like such a tiny brush too, that I don't have to worry about like too much product getting onto my brows. But just to keep my brow hair in place. This is a really great product for those of you who have more sparse brows. I would really recommend this one. Then the last step would be to highlight the brow bone. You could use concealer, you could use some kind of like highlighting pencil stick. I'm just gonna use some eyeshadow. I'm gonna take this palette since I have it here with me. I'm just gonna take this matte shade. And I think a matte highlight is great for like every day, but if you really want your brow to pop and stand out, you could use a shimmery highlight under there as well. So I'm just going to apply the highlight right underneath the brow. And there you go. That's how I do my brows. After shot. Okay, so I hope that was helpful in any way. If you guys have any questions, please do share with me. Share with us, all of us, your holy grail brow products. What color you think is just perfect for the brows, because I would really love to know myself. I think brows are definitely one of the most challenging things when it comes to doing makeup. They can be very intimidating in the way that the brows look and in achieving, you know, a good brow, brows on fleek, whatever. So I totally understand if you guys are, you know, needing a little extra help with it, because I definitely went through my phases of crazy browness myself. I mean, my brows used to grow like this, no joke. It was just like 2 caterpillars on my face, not even kidding you guys. But that is it. I wanted to share something really exciting. So you guys, I felt so bad about canceling my Atlanta meetup last year that I knew that I wanted to make it up to you guys and make it way better this time. It's finally happening. My Atlanta meetup, my first one ever, is going to happen on Saturday, April 25th at 2:30. More details to come. It's all in the works right now. I've been planning it for some time and I'm so freaking excited, guys. Like, this is just a little treat from me to you guys, and I'm excited to meet you all and take pictures with you guys and chat. So definitely keep an eye out on my other social media, my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I might even do a blog post about it, letting you guys know further details and how you can RSVP, because it is going to be held at a restaurant. There will be like refreshments and little treats for you guys. So, so excited. But once I have that link to the event, so so that you can RSVP. I'll have that link down below once it's up and ready, and that should be really soon, in about a day or two. So definitely check back here and check on my other social media. The link will probably be posted everywhere for like the next couple weeks because the meetup is literally like 2.5 weeks away or 3 weeks away. Saturday, April 25th. Just mark it on your calendars. I would really love to see you guys. So, yay! I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please thumbs it up if you enjoyed it and if it was helpful. And don't forget that I do upload on Mondays and Thursdays, at least those days. Sometimes you get a bonus video, like the vlog video I just put up yesterday from our Cancun trip. Check it out if you haven't yet. And that is all. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Bye!